Okay guys, hello and welcome to Thaumcraft 2, episode 3. And off camera, I have been doing a little bit of renovating to the base a bit, and it looks quite cool. A lot of you may recognise the entrance a little bit, but hopefully we'll stick with it. I have tried to jazz it up a little bit, make it look a little bit different, and you're going to see it now. What's it going to be? Let's see. Yep, I've kept it. I'm sorry, I cannot. I always bring features from my old base across, and I had to keep this. I'm sorry. It's sort of I don't know. It's just part of Thaumcraft. You need that. And then if I go down here, yep, that's right. This is the new base, or at least the lobby for the base. In the future, when we get more developed, we are going to be moving this sort of area around a little bit. I.e., we're going to have a proper sort of thaumic room. We're going to have a proper furnace room, storage room. I'm thinking I may have sort of a I don't know, quasium room with these sort of stuff here. And I want to have a couple of machines that I found out. Unfortunate news is that I think these crystals don't grow back, because I did some tests and I left it for about half an hour or so and they didn't grow back. If anyone knows that's not true, please send in the comments, because I didn't really do a proper legit test or anything. I sort of just put a bunch of them down, left them at one crystal and saw as they went, and they didn't, so I'm not quite sure if they will or not. And there are zombies somewhere around this area. Gonna have to clear that out soon. But anyways, so we are going to today be experimenting a little bit more with these things here. As you can see, I have left a couple of them going, and this one is it's draining its crystal, and I'm gonna have like plenty of these going to be going, because this is going to be my main source of these, as you can tell. Most of them are full. Actually, let's check with our thermometer. So this one I think here is full. Yep, full. No, this one's 73%, so about 3/4. 89, and that's full. So as you can tell, it is quite a good source of these. I haven't done much. I have AFK'd quite a bit, but it's not like too much. And another good news is that the you can't really see it out here. If I move out here, you see it a bit better with the sky. But as you can tell, the sort of the tint in this area isn't too bad. If you look at the bottom of my screen, I'm trying to aim it at the sky so that you can sort of see it a little bit better. Because, well, I guess you can see it fine here. But as I go down here, it sort of reduces a little bit, which is good. And the V's level, despite having an arrow saying downwards, it is going up definitely, which is awesome. Another thing, which I do want to tell you about before we get started in today's episode, is that you may notice my microphone is a little bit louder. I did sacrifice it a little bit by having a tiny bit more background noise. I can't really get rid of it due to the fact that I'm recording in quite a big room, sort of. But hopefully it should all be good. And another thing is that I sort of left a little bit of confusion with people. I think this is the third time I had to talk about this. So this starting bit here, it is not a 64 by 64 texture pack. It is a 256 by 256 texture pack. Although everyone's going to be complaining again, I know, that this is a 16 by 16 texture pack I'm playing in. Yes, it is that. But what Nazor has done is he has created extra files, and the base of this file, or the top bit of it, is a 256 by 256, while everything else is 16 by 16. You're probably all going to question how he's done it and stuff like that. I think what he's done is he's created like a separate sort of file when you add them and stuff, like add textures. I think he's created a separate one for that one to work with, or something along those lines. But that is what has been done. If that didn't work. Another thing which I have done and have sort of made a mistake on is that I said if an arcane furnace is under this, which it is right now, and also I made another one for just normal furnace use, it'll get you almost to 90%. I am wrong, sorry, it's 60 to 40 for this furnace. It's if you have a thaumic furnace, it's 90 to 10. So we will be upgrading to a thaumic furnace quite soon. because I have quite a lot of resources, and I have split my resources in two chests. So right here is just sort of my random stuff chest, which I don't really care that much about, except they shouldn't be in there. Why are they in there? And in here is my other chest with cool stuff. Actually, no. Okay, sorry, I got that wrong. I've not played in this world quite a while. Sorry, that is my item chest then, I guess, and then this is my resource chest, or valuables like items and stuff. So I'm doing pretty good for third episode, I think. Although you do have to remember, I have literally been mining for about 5 hours here, like off camera and stuff like that. It didn't look like I mined that much. I did. I mean, I kind of what you saw in the video was most of it. I didn't only like on the first episode. I only mined for about an hour or two. But off camera, I mean, I've done a lot of mining. And also, before we get started on this, because I know you all want to get started, but I always talk a lot. On the first episode, it was out, and I have got a lot of feedback from it. And even though I'm doing this now, I do tend to walk about aimlessly doing nothing. I do apologise for that. I do that a lot. Although a lot of people are saying that when I was trying to find the coal, why did I not just make charcoal with a jungle beside me? Yeah, not gonna lie. Partly it's because I don't really like wasting wood. Although, second of all, I kind of completely forgot about charcoal. So that is the reason why. I don't really have the best excuse in the world. But I don't really think you guys want to see me do this for hours upon hours on end. So let's get started in the actual episode and what we are planning to do today. So what are we doing? I'll get back to you on that. Okay, so I've decided what we're going to be doing today, and what we're going to be doing is making a reed farm. Although we're going to make it a sort of a thummy reed farm, and the reason for that is because we are going to be experimenting a little bit with these quasiums, and in order to do that, we're going to need paper and a lot of it. So what I think probably is the best way of getting paper is by making a fully automatic reed farm. And how to do that, I will need to go to the nether, because we need to get some night ore. And how you get night ore is by combining redstone and glowstone in a infuser. So I'm gonna have to go and get some bedrock obsidian. So in order for that, I'm gonna need to make a diamond pick. So if I get some diamond, I don't need 4, I need 3. And then what are we going to do? We are going to craft it. Crafting table is here for some reason. And we'll make ourselves our first diamond pick. Now I know you could easily craft what do you call it? The thing, I forgot what you call it. The obsidian portal, nether portal. I know you could craft a portal. But the problem with crafting portals, I find, are that they seem to be like they take a while to make. And by crafting a portal, I probably should make this more clear. By crafting a portal, I mean sort of molding it into a shape and then pouring lava in certain positions. And another problem with that is that you need to have all the stuff on site. Like, you can't really move the lava pit all the way to our house, sort of. So it's probably better just to go and mine obsidian, which is fun. And we're going to head back to the cave. And even though I spent a long time talking today, I kind of want to just say one last thing quickly. I did check the previous cut of the video to see everything was okay, so I don't have the same mistake as episode 2 was when I had to refilm the episode. Although I noticed that since I increased the decibels of the mic so I could be a bit louder, I'm a bit sort of like my voice is a bit sort of, it's a bit weird. It's like a bit, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's a bit sort of creaky. I think that's the best way of explaining it. It's really not, but it is kind of creaky. So I think the best way of me to sort of decide whether to do it is to tell me what you guys think. So if you like the sort of creaky voice bit, please say in the comments below, because I would highly appreciate it. And then I sort of can adjust the mic in sort of ways that will stop it, because unfortunately I can increase it I have it increased by 20 decibels right now. I normally have it increased by 10 decibels. And I can't really like sort of like the slider doesn't let me go in between them. It goes from 10 to 20 to 30. I've tried 30 out. 30 is just terrible. You can't even recognize it's my voice. But yeah. So just tell me in the comments below, and I'm gonna head to the cave right now. I think the best one I found was the one in the snow biome, which is obviously here. So we're gonna head to that now. Hopefully I can get a portal, like maybe set up here, once I start messing around with Nitor. And then once I do that, then I can start creating sails, and then you'll know what I'm planning to do. Or sorry, no, I can make sails now. It's not the sails, it's the runes. I need the ethic runes. The rune essence, that's what they're called. The rune essence. But anyway, I'm going to go fast forward to an obsidian peak here, because I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me talking anymore after 8 minutes of talking aimlessly. I've just realised I have left torches at home. Oh well, I guess I can mine some coal out while I'm here. How did I leave torches at home? I have no idea. And while I'm here, I might as well do a little bit of a mine as well. Where did I go last time? I don't know. I think I went down there last time, so I'll head down here a little bit. Yeah, see, my torches are all down there. And I forgot a bucket too. That's fun. I'm gonna have to smelt some iron while I'm here as well. Make a bucket. Get some water from somewhere. There's water up, just like somewhere just around here, I remember. Oh well. Done. Alright. Look what I found. Found a spawner. And I always get really bad lag in caves. What is it? I don't want to know. They haven't really started spawning yet, have they? Oh, okay, there they are. Nope. Why did I? Wait. Come on, cover it, cover it, cover it, cover it. I'm not sure. I may make something out of this. May not. I don't know why I get such bad lag in caves. Oh, and I forgot. So in Thaumcraft, spawners have a lot more sort of interesting things in them. So for example, I have all these ancient pottery things. Got 2 saddles. Got all this sort of stuff, which is pointless. I got my cocoa beans, which I want, because I can duplicate them and make loads of cookies. But apart from that, that's really all I want. So that wasn't too hard, but that was interesting. I may make something out of that. He removed the wand thing from it, so you know the teleportation wand thing. So I can't like move it anymore. Where I used to be able to move it, no, I can't do that. But I guess I could always put a portal here or something. And seriously, I hate lag. Yeah. Anyway, there's a lot of grass around here. I think it's a Thaumcraft 2 glitch, I think maybe, because there always seems to be grass in caves now when I try and go. And also, I'm thinking this may not be the best obsidian cave in the world, because I can't find really any lava. Not sure why. Well, missed that. Anyways, is this right? There is a zombie spawner chest thing here, but there's nothing sort of like there's no spawner anywhere. There's a crystal, I'll have to get that. But I mean, I'll get all the stuff in a minute or two. But like seriously, where's the spawner? Underneath it maybe, or I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a Thaumcraft 2 thing. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I've never seen that before. I wonder if these stack. I don't think I have any of those. Oh, they stack, which is nice. So yeah, the things that are there do stack. I might as well put away all my useless stuff. I wouldn't say wood useless. 1 iron ingot's not too bad. Throw away, I guess. They stack. That does not stack, but it's cool. That's cool. Bucket. Should I put it? Didn't mean to get rid of that. I don't need crafting bench. And since I have wheat, I may as well put that there. And gunpowder I have. Bread I do not need. Bucket, as I said, I don't really need that. So that's really it. All I have to do now is get that and find an actual lava pool. Oh, and there's something else there. Oh, one of those there. I finally found some, which is awesome. So if I put that there and... oh, what have I done? That was always there. I'll block that so it's not annoying. And that's not the one that's causing it, is it? I don't know. Block off the area. And I'm sure you don't want to see me mine obsidian for hours, so I will get back to you when it's all mined. Okay, good. So I got 15 pieces of obsidian, which was nice, and I almost died in the lava there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go head back to base where we can set up this portal. Okay, so time to build a nether portal. And I don't really want to build it sort of in the base because it's going to be taking up a lot of space, so I'm thinking of building it into the side or something. Because I don't want it sort of just lying out in the middle of nowhere. Though I can't seem to think where would be a good place. Okay, so I've put it here. I thought this was a good spot for it, and we're going to light it. There we go. So the portal is lit, and I'm going to go get set up for the nether, and then we're going to head there. Okay, let's go. Goodbye, sweet world. Hello, nether. Achievement get. We need to go deeper. Not sure if you saw that, but I got an achievement. Epic. Have they added new achievements to the game? I think they have added a couple more achievements. Because I never remember one in the nether till recently. I always get major lag in the nether. So anyway, I need to go find some glowstone, which I can't see right now, which is not a good sign. Not too many enemies either, which is weird. Ah, there they are. Some pigmen, of course. Some ghasts there. Somewhere. Anyway, so I'm going to go get some glowstone, which there's one there, quite handily. Or there even. And I'll be right back. Okay, need to get some cobblestone, which I have, and I need to build. And to be on the safe side, I'm going to build directly up and get glowstone that way. Seems good. I think there's another fortress over there. Yep, there is. Epicness. One right beside my base. So then I can get blazes and rods and stuff like that quite quick on. I don't know, I may do that and get some potions going. Wow, nether really lags you out, doesn't it? Nether cave. Okay, so I am back and we are ready to start in the sort of creation of nightwear. And it's already quite late on in the episode. And for later purposes, I will be obviously doing this in a more efficient way, but right now our conduit's out of these, and to be honest, I don't really want to use it because it first of all uses items and also costs tint. So I'm going to just sort of bring my V's across in a conduit, which is fun. So to make what I need to put glowstone and redstone, and I don't really want that much. How many do I want? I'd say I'd make about 20. I think that sounds fair. And then that makes me some nightwear, which is what I want. Okay, so that is pretty much finished now. And This was at 100%. So let's see what it is at now. It is at 63%. So it drains a little bit, but not that much. Next, I need to make some sails, which is fun. So if I get some redstone and some gold, you'll get some arcane sails, which are awesome. And I'm going to make again 10 of these because you need about 10. And remember, you cannot get these back if you break them anymore unless you get a wand of reversal, and even still it's not 100% chance you'll get them back afterwards. So you do have to be aware of all that fun stuff. But let's get into making the cactus farm. No, not cactus farm, it is a, what is it? It's a reed farm. And finally, before I move on, I lastly need to make the runic essence which I want to use. So what I need, some gold ingots, gold nuggets and some night ore, and the different runes which I want to create using the different crystals. So I need to create an air, and I need to create a dark, and I didn't realize you can get 2 from one, so I should just be able to use 1 thaumium ingot, or tainted crystal. I can't speak. Okay, so this is going to be the room which I pretty much make the reed farm. And what I'm going to do is one of those style of reed farms where you have a bud switch detecting a block update of reed growing, and then that block update will send redstone signal to pistons, which then push off the sort of top layer of like rows of reeds, kind of. And I'm very bad at explaining it, and also I'm very bad at sort of talking while building, even though that is probably the best time to talk. So I am going to do this off camera, and then I'm going to show you what I have done afterwards. So it's quite cool, but I'll show you all the thorny stuff, just the basic redstone building, obviously. Smart zombie attack! Smart zombie attack! I need to wire my base with like protection units. That'd be cool. Okay, so I got the basic redstone function of the machine finished, and this is it in full. I used a lot of pistons here, so used up quite a bit of my iron, and not so much that it's like desperately low. I'm still quite good at supplying iron, and this is the bud machine, which is very simple. And then if you look here, if I can get up here, you'll see that I've got my thing leading out, my single leading out here, up through here, and then across through these pipes to the pistons. Now, if you don't know how this switch works, pretty much here, it's a block updater detector switch thing. So, say if this piece of reed here grows, it will send a signal to the boat, or it will send a signal to the boat to rise, which will lift it off the pressure plate, which will cause a redstone signal to be applied, and then it will send a redstone burst out, which is attached to all the pistons, which will then destroy all the reeds that the pistons are across to. Also, there's a piston here, so it will cut off this reed in case it flows across. And that is pretty much the basics of the system. So let's get into the fun Thaum stuff of the system. Oh, and also if you're wondering how I have the reeds sitting like this, I have water attached to them like here. So that is how that works. And I did have to sacrifice a spot using this because there's no way for me to get water underneath it without ruining the other one. And I know I'm going to get about 1,000,000 comments saying that you could just move it around a bit, but I honestly would rather just sort of keep it the way it is now that it works, because I am quite good at redstone, but you know, I can't be bothered to move it about, and plus I'm sort of under a bit of time pressure to get this video out. But anyways, so if I can get some wood and put this here, I get out my seals and runic essences, and there's one other seal which I want to do later on, but I'll leave that for later. But if I get this seal here and put in what is it, air dark, what it will do is it will suck items up like that, and it will work on up to 13 miles or 13 blocks, I think. Why is it still going? That should turn off. Okay, so I worked out the issue. The problem is that the detector over there, or the sail, detects all items and entities. And since the boat is an entity, it turned out it was actually in its path. And obviously, because it's stuck in here, it can't move. Although it was causing the system to move around. So what I did was I switched the bud switch around so that everything is now further away slightly and the boat is further away, meaning that sorry, ignore that for a minute. Meaning that this will not pick it up anymore, and therefore it will only fly when items are away. Now, another thing which I do want to say is that this symbol here can put the item that it picks up into an adjacent chest, such as this one, which is underneath the stair block, and then it can be picked up inside of this chest here. So it pretty much is a fully automated reed harvester machine. And the reason I have this block here is just so that you can't see through the back of it into the farm, just so it looks a bit neater. It shouldn't affect anything. And also, because I moved everything around, I did manage to just sort of replace this and make it all look nice and neat. And hopefully I will show you an example of what will happen when it's fully done. So yeah. Okay guys, so thanks for watching this episode, and if you are willing to, feel free to leave a comment below and subscribe if you want to. And I want to set a challenge for this video. I'm going to have it in an annotation at the start of the video as well, but let's see if we can get, I would say, let's say 60 likes in this video, and if I can get 60 likes, you'll get a special treat in the next episode. So look out for that, and so that is that's your challenge, to try and get 60 likes, and if we go well over 60 likes, like into the hundreds, I will make it extra special, the treat. But you'll have to wait to see how that will turn out. But anyway, so I hope you like this episode, and I've got some other cool things in store which we can do for next episode, not including the treat, obviously. And until then, really, see ya.